Ooh,
big show. I still need to keep up with a lot of things, but we finally got the Beatrice connection with like Echidna, and I guess like because it fits in the sanctuary, even though they didn't really reveal how Amelia got this, if Amelia has anything to do with the sanctuary or not. But that was one part that was important. I guess we knew that from like from Yuzu. They were telling they're telling Subaru and all them. So I guess we'll hear from them later. But then the big one is basically Cornelius and the whole like was it Beetlejuice like and him how he
Juice.
became just
Juice,
juice.
sorry.
Well,
Juice, yeah.
well he
Yes.
became Beetlejuice after he took that witch factor.
Nah, it's okay. I've given him back respect. I never thought I would like this man. He is now
mad
known as
respect, bro.
He's the
Oh
homie,
my
man.
God.
I mean, so technically, like everything we've seen from before was the sloth witch factor like controlling him, and then this is like his original form. So
I also
so Stred, you can give props to the original guy, not the sloth controlling
Okay,
him.
my
So.
bad. But he knew the consequences of it though, like what was going to happen. So I still respect him.
Did he? It seemed to me like he didn't really know the full consequences of what was going to happen.
No,
I
he
mean,
didn't know.
he definitely
No,
did it.
He didn't know what was going to happen, but he was willing to take the risk to protect.
Yeah, he knew that once he opened up that witch factor, there was no turning back.
Yeah, so
But to protect Fortuna and Amelia, he had to do.
It would
He had to do the do.
like this has been like my favorite part of the show actually. It's I don't know. It's like by even like going into like the first season stuff. Like I think like this is like the most interesting part for me. I don't really I couldn't really even tell you why, but it's just I don't know.
Oh, for me, it's
We
because
agree.
this is about the lore. This is like relating
That
to
and
like
no Subaru.
like relating to like a lot of the witches and like I don't know. I guess like they mentioned the church too. I don't know if it's like related to the witch or it's like something separate. And then we got the new character Pandora. Like when she was
Oh,
first
yeah.
revealed.
I'm tired of like OP godly lolies. Like get them. Like, there's so many of them. God.
Hey man, sign me up. That time and space technique that she did to
Oh my God.
Regulus, I was like, oh yeah, that's nice.
I hate that guy too. Because annoying as well. Like it's more just villain.
I mean, he's the Archbishop of Greed for a reason. All he cares about is himself and his own agenda. So
yeah, that's true.
oh god.
So
But guys, big. Can I just say big rip to Ren because I don't think she's getting
I
revived
kept
anytime
telling you,
soon.
Absolutely not.
I kept saying this whole time,
Yeah.
we're not
David
getting
knew.
rid of
we
Ram.
gotta wait a few more seasons to get back to Ram
Come
now
on,
with
man.
all
I mean,
these things.
What are you guys doing, bro?
If-
Come on.
If you think of it,
I'm okay with it. I'm okay
Same.
with it now.
if you think of it, cool. Like we're still basically like just about where we started at the beginning of the season. Not
Honestly.
even the second part. I'm talking about the first part of the second season.
Yeah,
We're
honestly.
still here, and it's
God,
just insane.
So, see, for me, it's like that's why I'm saying. I think that's why like I was the only one that enjoyed like season 2 so far, or the most of, because I really enjoy like exploring like the lore and just a lot of the like just more of the I feel like we're just getting more revelations, really.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
I'm fine with just like this pace and just knowing more.
I mean,
Yeah.
it would also be fun
It's
to.
just that part one just had a lot of cliffhangers that just led to nothing. So that part was annoying, but overall, I still really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I thought it was cute too when Ryuzu was talking about the backstory of Beatrice and how
Oh, yeah.
Echidna would bring
Oh, yeah.
Beatrice to the sanctuary, and Beatrice would act like she wasn't interested, and then they had like the cute scenes. Where he's like, "Oh, I guess I'll help you with the laundry," like, and then she's like, "Oh, well, can you carry some of it?" And she's like, "Okay," and she grabs the hand, and she's like, "I'll take half." Like that's it, nothing more, nothing less. So I enjoyed that back
yeah,
part,
they-
even though
We did see Roswell too, or like apparently like
a young version, yeah.
Was it young? He said like
It looks the same.
it said like that family's like version of Roswell. So was it like
I'm pretty sure it's Roswell.
is
Yeah,
it?
I'm pretty
Okay.
sure it's Roswell because they called him, Mathers, and he's like, "Oh, please call me Roswell. Like I
Okay.
hate being called by my
yeah, so,
family
okay,
name or
so
whatever."
Roswell, yeah. So we saw Roswell, I guess before, like he, like I wonder if that's before he was into. I think he didn't know anything about Echidna back before.
Yeah, I
then.
think they were just like going to meet, so that's probably how they
so
get
before
involved.
He got involved like Echidna and like the like Witch of Greed and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm still gonna say that Beatrice is gonna make a pact with somebody though. I still like I feel like it's still gonna be some like Subaru or someone.
Yeah.
Like it's
Probably.
she's gotta be, or maybe Amelia. Like if Puck is gone, like
I see,
Beatrice could make a pact with Amelia.
Yeah, I'm thinking Amelia. I don't know how it'd be with Subaru. I just don't know like if like
I don't know either. Like
I
there's
don't know
something, there's
like
some part.
how like the spirit stuff works. Like if you have to be a spirit user to be a contract, or you just have to like I don't know be strong enough, or you just need just a contract or
Yeah,
anything.
they haven't
So-
given us enough of that.
So
of that
I'm assuming
so-
it's
Yeah.
Amelia, but we'll see.
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
a point in the first half of the second season where like it must have maybe it was just like poorly placed, and I just connected it together. With I think it was when Beatrice was like fighting with Subaru, where she died from
The
or,
assassins.
yeah, that assassin chick.
Mhm.
Where I thought it was like somewhere around there where I thought, oh damn, he's gonna make a pact with her, and then they kind of just dropped that, and then we're here doing this.
Yeah.
Now.
So I mean, definitely with all these events, once they do
Yeah.
get back to Subaru saving the mansion and stuff, I'm
Dude.
sure that'll now all play out differently,
like,
and we'll kind of
there's-
see.
There's so many things that have to play out differently. Like
Right.
there's so many different. Like basically, it's like it's a gigantic tree now with just a bunch of different branches that are kind of happening, and then
But
Yeah.
I'm really enjoying about ReZero though. So
Yeah, same. I am too.
I'm really
As much as Koo's displeasure of Rem just taking the backseat for maybe a season or two, who knows?
That's
We got
okay.
a lot of shit
Koo-
to compile.
Koo, next
Maybe
week.
3 or 4.
Yeah, I
Next-
mean, I've heard there's a lot of content still to get through, so
Next week I'll move my chair that's over there and bring in my pillow and just kind of
bring in Rem so
have
you
that
can
hang out. Yeah.
Oh my god.
have a little
never,
satisfaction.
never forget.
So
Yeah,
I can't
RIP.
remember. In one of our previous weeks, did anyone theorize if Fortuna was Puck? Because I noticed in this episode that Fortuna called Amelia Leah, and I think Puck is the only other character that's called Amelia Leah.
I think
No,
we
I-
talked about it, but I don't know if we came to a
A hard
know.
conclusion.
yeah.
I don't
Uh,
know. I just feel like it's just.
I
like,
still don't know if that's going to be the case, but I couldn't help but pick
I-
up on it like this
done.
episode now, where it's like
I think
the
it's-
mannerisms and stuff.
I think it's just like just a nickname, just like
Yeah, if you
Just
watch
like-
the movie, Justin, I think you'll change your mind.
that's still going to get more. Okay.
Yeah.
But
I still
no,
need
I
to do
think
that.
I think Fortuna still might be Puck though because of what she said to Amelia before letting what was his name? Arif? Like that guy?
The guy, Archie?
Archie. Before letting Archie take her into the forest to run away, what she said to Amelia as her parting words was kind of this. I don't know if it was word for word, but it was basically the same thing that Puck said to Amelia before Puck disappeared as well. So I'm really sure that I'm fairly certain that Fortuna is Puck in some spirited form. Or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. The
Definitely
only-
seems like it's potentially a family member in some ways.
the
my
only
kind of
reason
theory.
why I'm thinking it's
Right.
not is because I swear I remember I heard Beatrice called Puck like her older brother or like called him like Aniki or whatever. So I thought
Yeah,
I thought she said
Okay.
that before. So I thought like he's either like a spirit that's always been a spirit or someone else, not
Well-
Fortuna. So
Another thing I think with that could be with Amelia is because like there's so many of those shots that when she's like a little kid where there's a bunch of spirits around her. Like there could have we're
Yeah.
only seeing the lesser spirits, but there's always a chance that like other spirits are watching or
yeah,
basically
that's what I'm
around.
thinking too. It's like he's related to the spirits that were watching
Okay.
Amelia.
We also
Could
have no
be.
idea what's behind that door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, seems like next week we're gonna find out if Pandora can convince Amelia to just open it, open the
Yeah.
box.
Dude,
Do we
know,
know
what's
what
it?
Pandora is? Like,
No.
what is Pandora?
No.
We just know
Okay.
she's the Witch of Vanity. Apart from that, we don't know anything else.
Oh,
Cool.
okay. I missed that.
They
So
say,
that
think-
helped
okay,
me.
they said Witch of Vanity. I didn't know that was like
Yeah.
actually like
They did.
the Witch of what?
Vanity.
Vanity. Okay.
But like that's not sin, is it? So
Not that I know of.
like,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know if that was meant to be like an actual like witch, like she's an actual witch, or they like it was just a.
That's a
saying,
good point.
or
Now that
what.
you bring
they,
that
they
up,
showed all the
I
witches
didn't think about
in
that.
Echidna's like tea party where they showed
Oh,
all
yeah.
the
Well,
sins.
No, I mean that's true, but you can still have other witches, right? Because Amelia is also kind of known as the Witch of Ice.
Is she? I didn't.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Did you ever
that.
watch the
I don't
movie?
know.
Try and Google
Did you watch
because
the
I'm probably
movie or
gonna
no?
spoil myself. But
No, but that's what she declared herself as when she met Echidna for the first time, I think. Like,
But
Yeah, she's
okay.
basically said something like she's also a witch.
Right.
I feel like that's. I don't know.
yeah, but
Like-
again, I'm sure there could be more than just 7 witches, right? Maybe they're not like a great witch or like popular witch,
I mean,
right?
to David's point, it might not be one of the like 7 deadly
There's some
sin
sins,
level
but
witches,
still.
but now there's sub witches
It's just like
below them.
expression. It's not
Yeah.
like actual like.
I
it's not
mean,
try-
If All I'm gonna say though, if Pandora's a damn sub witch, her ability seems pretty OP.
I don't think she's a sub witch though. I think she might be like the like
god
a tier
of
above
witches.
them.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like she's like the new. I feel like she's
yeah.
the new like the new villain in the universe now because
Yeah,
because
The
we're
ultimate villain.
we're in the dark about the witches for so long. Now we got to see them more, and they're more like just like people, not like villains. So
true.
I don't know,
true.
like I can't think of any other villain besides like people whoever runs like the witches cult, or maybe it's Pandora. Maybe they'll reveal something like she has the power of something. I don't know.
Yeah, and then maybe I'm just like grasping at straws here, but she did appoint Juice as a factor of the sloth. So if she has the power to do that, and she has the power to kind of defeat an archbishop of like one of the other sins, right? Greed.
Mhm.
I'm pretty sure she's like a step above them, and she's
Dude,
probably
way
like
more
the
than
head.
one.
I think
Yeah, like
well,
she's either the
Yeah.
head witch or something of that nature, because we still don't know the structure of the church yet.
when she did that, I think it was more like an acknowledgement rather than just like she actually like appoint like
That's what I thought too.
giving
Yeah.
him power or anything. It is more like acknowledging his
It
power.
seemed like Regulus was really pissed off that she did that, and that's why
Right.
like he decided to try and kill her and like vaporize her. And then
Mhm.
she was like, "Oh, that's cute," and just did like time manipulation or whatever,
Mhm.
and then just sent Regulus off to his own grave.
You mean
It's
his
so good.
harem?
Oh yeah.
This show could really benefit from some like infographics. You know what I mean? Like how
Right.
Attack on
Yeah,
Titan. Like on a
I definitely
commercial
need
break.
those charts and lore.
That would be
lore
really
snippets.
helpful because on Attack on Titan, I paused and read all of those when I was watching it. I think they're very
Same.
useful.
Same.
I think it's also
The
interesting
only
to,
oh yeah, go ahead.
I was say it's interesting too how like a lot of the people we see, like the villains, like Juice and Regulus, like there are people that Amelia hasn't seen, but like that Subaru and like everyone else has seen. So like, so there's gotta be like, a lot of bridging between the two, and especially yeah. And then like how like we saw Beatrice too. We have to bridge that with Amelia because Amelia probably doesn't know either. So
Yeah,
Hmm.
But
definitely.
But cool for the puck part. If you said you never watched the movie.
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, I think you would change your mind
Oh, really?
about
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Definitely do that as well. Yeah, the only other thing that I remembered randomly in terms of like connections and stuff is I think in season 1 when Amelia gets told that like they killed one of the like fingers or whatever, she's crying when that happens, and now that makes a lot more sense now that we know like Amelia as a young girl had such a like close connection with Juice.
Hmm.
So
But
I was like, oh damn.
did she ever meet him like in like?
And when we see him
I
in
don't think
season
so.
1, I don't
Yeah,
think so.
I think it was only.
But the
Subaru.
fact that they like
Not that we saw at least.
yeah,
No.
but I think that is potentially a time like subconsciously in her memories she remembers like who that
Okay.
person is.
Yeah.
So again, this is a show. I love the lore dumps, but there's so many small things that I know I'll have to go back and like research
The
and
only thing,
stuff. But it's
I'll say my thing too is like it's still weird how like because Corners he says he's like a disciple of the Witch of Greed, so it's weird how like Amelia is still not questioning Echidna about all this. Like, what's like her role in? I guess maybe you'll read that next
Yeah.
time with like because I think there's gonna be a connection in the Sanctuary too, like whatever happened. Or what like Ryuzu says about the Sanctuary, because Sanctuary is definitely connected to Echidna, so maybe that's
Mhm.
when Amelia like I think maybe after at the trial ends, maybe she'll start questioning Echidna, like what her role and all this, and how like and maybe get pissed too how like she can basically like cause a lot of traumatic stuff in her childhood because of her
Well,
experience
don't-
with her disciples.
No, to be fair, he did say specifically that it was because of Pandora willed it, that's why he's there. So it wasn't anything that Echidna did herself. It was because of Pandora
Well, I also
and the church.
I also think like Amelia
Mm.
like knows Echidna and like to some certain extent because like even like when she like jumped into like the with the trial and Echidna was there, like it didn't really seem like Amelia was shocked or anything. It was just kind of like almost like a normal conversation.
Right.
I don't
But
know.
Yeah.
I
We'll
have
see.
no idea.
Yeah.
It could also be because it was like the end of
That's
the
like that's
episode
like
as
the
well.
one thing I'm really hung up on. It's just the connection between Amelia and Echidna. I want to know like their interactions later, so that's what
Eventually, hopefully.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm enjoying the show now.
Now,
That's
Again,
good.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I've always been enjoying this show.
We did it.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
Now that Strat likes the show, I hate the show now. All right.
wow, you're on those people, huh?
I'm one of those guys. It's too mainstream.
It's black and white, no in between.
like things feel like they're getting done, but at the same time, it just feels like we're still where we
I-
were
I'm really
forever
hoping
ago.
like well, I don't know how long it's gonna take for season 3 to be announced. It felt like season 2 took forever to get announced. So.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
And
True.
Oh.
I think I remember like while I was waiting for season 2, I felt like I remember people reading there was like so much things after the sanctuary that happened too. So hopefully get to that part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Time will tell.
I think that's it for ReZero.
Yeah.
We've
Yep.
gone a lot through. So very exciting episode. Move on next